Hey guys, welcome back to another video, or welcome to video if this is, first time you've ever hearing of me. Today I wanted to talk about some issues in a game that I am a fan of, and that is, the infamous game, Garten of BanBan. I have recently, watched the most recent chapter of the game, Chapter 8. And let's just say, while it was a great chapter, I am a little bit disappointed. In particular, for this video, I'm going to be talking about two specific lines in the game that come from the character Flumbo. And those two lines are, quote, "I don't lose, I vanish," quote, and, quote, "I'm not the perfect version of you that they wanted me to be, and you are not as imperfect as they want you to think," quote. Now, these lines in of themselves are literal fan favorites. Like, everyone loves these lines. I'm not gonna lie, I love them too. But the way they're executed is my issue. There's so much missed potential and so much of a gap that isn't filled for when these lines are said, that these lines just don't hit the mark when they're being said. And it gets me every time I watch a playthrough of Chapter 8. It's just like, oh man. First of all, I'm gonna just say right now, we needed at least another chapter with Flumbo before the line, "I don't lose, I vanish," comes into play. We could have had some times during Chapter 8 where we're trying to, sort things out with, like, Flumbo and BanBan and whatnot as, like, a trio or something. And next thing we know, like, BanBan's walking down a hallway with us, he's chattering on, and Flumbo fucking vanishes out of nowhere, right? Like, he just vanishes, he dips. And, like, BanBan turns around and he's like, "Where the hell did Flumbo go?" It was like, this moment where it's like, I don't know, because Flumbo still believes you're playing a game of hide and seek up until, like, the last few moments, right? Flumbo will be like, "Let's start another game of hide and seek. Player, you're the seeker. I'm gonna hide." And then dashes off down, like, a hallway or something, right? And we have to keep playing this game of hide and seek and hopscotch to find Flumbo, right? Because he keeps vanishing and he keeps being a childish adult, really, thinking you're playing a game of hide and seek, and he keeps vanishing and disappearing and whatnot, right? And then it would lead up to a moment later where Flumbo and BanBan decide to basically fuck off and do their thing with Syringian, right? And then we stumble across that later in the game, right? And then Flumbo delivers the line, "I don't lose, I vanish," right? It would have just hit more if we had more of that time spent with Flumbo, of him, disappearing during sectors of the game or whatnot and reappearing and stuff like that, right? Or even things like that, or even having moments in the game where Flumbo talks about being stuck in the closet for so long, right? And all those sorts of things. Yeah, we get the nods to Chapter 0 with the fact that Flumbo says things along the lines of, "I was told I was in the second best hiding spot, but I was still found first," right? Yeah, I get that and all, but it's just like, they just needed some moments between Chapter 0 and Chapter 8 of Flumbo doing Flumbo things before that line's delivered. But that's just my personal opinion, okay? I would have gone about that line completely differently and would have added in some things. Now, onto the line of the other one, where Flumbo is talking about how he's not perfect, but BanBan isn't imperfect, right? We needed some times between Flumbo and BanBan, or between ourself, Flumbo and BanBan, of Flumbo and BanBan talking, right? We needed a moment of BanBan talking about his insecurities, right? Now, it's been implied all throughout the game, and it's time of existence, right? It's been heavily implied that BanBan has forms of insecurities. These can include things among the lines of body dysmorphia, identity confusion, and insecurities, right? Just straight up insecurities about himself, right? We could have had some moments in Garten of BanBan, like, for example, on the train or something, BanBan's like, I need to talk to you guys about something. Look, I don't like myself. And I feel like I try so hard to be perfect at what everyone wants me to be, but I'm just not. And I'm scared I'll never meet up to you guys' expectations of who you want me to be. And you'll just toss me aside like everyone else did. It'll be a confusing and maybe unexpected line to deliver, like on the train before syringing cuts through or something. But it'd give us that moment to see BanBan's insecurities and having him talk about it. Or perhaps the players snuck off and done something, right? And then they stumble across a room where, like, I don't know, in the vents or something, where Flumbo and BanBan are talking, and BanBan outs his emotions then and there, talking about his insecurities and stuff, right? I feel like something like that just would have been great to make the line of, I'm not perfect, but you're not imperfect, just hit harder. I really feel like that I Don't Lose or Vanish and the other line, because it's way too long to say, just, they're missing that little thing that's gonna make them hit the bullseye. Like, I just, in my opinion, it's just missing that little thing that would just make those lines hit home. Don't get me wrong, I love the lines, and I love the chapter and all that, but it's like, we just needed that, there's little things, little extra things to make the chapter, to make those lines in specific better. While I have the time, I'm also just quickly say as well, we seriously needed more time with Flumbo. Like, we needed at least another chapter with Flumbo before he decided to jump into a bath of Juvenium with BanBan. Okay? That's just my opinion, though. Like, he's been such a hyped up character for so long, and everyone's wanted to know so much about him and all these things, and we finally got the opportunity to get the answers we want, just for it to be like, oh, no, bye-bye, you guys aren't getting nothing. It's like, it's not fair. We should have time to spend with Flumbo. But I digress. I've stated my point for this video. In my opinions. Those are just my thoughts and whatnot. I honestly would have gone about the execution of those lines, in particular in the game in Chapter 8, very differently. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this. And, you know, what other theories you guys might have or whatnot. Or if you guys even agree with me on these opinions of what I'm saying. Because it'll be really interesting to hear you guys' thoughts. Because I don't usually get a lot of, like, attention or attraction to my videos. And I don't get a lot of answers, unfortunately. But if you can, like, you know, just sit there and just, like, talk about how you feel about this, right? Because I really like the feedback. I'm still not very good with the whole outro thing, but, yeah. That basically wraps up, this basically wraps up, my video, and, I just want to say thank you guys for listening to my theories. Again, let me know your opinions and stuff, like, down in comments and stuff and whatnot. And, with that, bye-bye.